Welcome to Cyberworld YT! Like and subscribe if you are new here. Ever wondered how hackers crack Wi-Fi passwords? Well, you're not alone. This seemingly arcane art is a fascinating blend of technology and ingenuity, a cat-and-mouse game played out in the digital realm. Today we'll be pulling back the curtain on this intriguing world, exploring the hows and whys of Wi-Fi hacking. But before we dive in, it's important to note that this video is meant purely for educational purposes. We do not endorse or condone any illegal activities related to hacking. Understanding these techniques is the first step towards protecting yourself and your networks. Knowledge, after all, is your best defense in the world of cybersecurity. So as we embark on this journey, remember to use this information responsibly. Are you ready to delve into the world of Wi-Fi hacking and unravel the secrets of how hackers crack those elusive passwords? Now let's get started. Firstly, why does Wi-Fi security matter? Well, in our increasingly connected world, Wi-Fi networks serve as a vital lifeline to the internet. They are ubiquitous, powering everything from our smartphones to our smart homes. However, these networks are also vulnerable to attacks due to weak passwords and flawed configurations. Let's take a closer look at the types of Wi-Fi security that are typically in use. The first and oldest is WEP, which stands for Wired Equivalent Privacy. Despite its name, WEP is anything but equivalent to wired security. It's obsolete and can be easily cracked, which makes it a less than ideal choice for securing your Wi-Fi network. Then we have the more commonly used WPA and WPA2, which stand for Wi-Fi Protected Access. While these are a significant step up from WEP, they are not foolproof. Hackers have found ways to exploit vulnerabilities in these security protocols, making them susceptible to attacks. Lastly, we have WPA3, the latest and most secure Wi-Fi security standard. It boasts enhanced security features that make it more resilient against attacks. However, despite its strengths, it's not entirely immune to hacking. Remember, no security measure is foolproof. It's all about making it as difficult as possible for potential attackers. Understanding these different security types and their vulnerabilities is crucial in maintaining a secure Wi-Fi network. An unsecured network is like an open door to your personal information, and you wouldn't want to leave your front door wide open, would you? As you can see, not all Wi-Fi security types are created equal. Depending on the security protocol your network uses, you could be more or less vulnerable to attacks. In the following scenes, we'll dive deeper into how exactly hackers manage to crack Wi-Fi passwords and what you can do to protect yourself. Stay tuned, because the world of Wi-Fi hacking is as fascinating as it is complex. So how do hackers crack Wi-Fi passwords? It's a question that many of us ponder. The methods used can be surprisingly intricate, but they're not invincible. Let's take a closer look. Firstly, we have brute force attacks. This method is akin to trying every key on a key ring until you find the one that opens the door. Hackers will attempt every possible combination of characters until they stumble upon the correct password. It's time-consuming but can be effective, particularly with weaker passwords. Then there are dictionary attacks. Instead of trying random combinations, hackers use a precompiled list of words, or a dictionary, to guess the password. If the password is a common word or phrase, and it's included in the hacker's dictionary, then this method can be surprisingly quick and effective. Next, we have rainbow tables. These are essentially massive tables of pre-computed hash values for common passwords. When a hacker captures the hashed version of a password, they can use a rainbow table to quickly match the hash to its corresponding password. It's a clever shortcut, but it's not foolproof. If a password is sufficiently complex, it may not be included in the rainbow table. Finally, we have the evil twin attack. In this scenario, a hacker creates a rogue Wi-Fi network with the same name as the target network. Unsuspecting users connect to this evil twin, and when they enter their login credentials, the hacker captures them. These techniques are sophisticated, but they all have their weaknesses. A strong, unique password can thwart a brute force or dictionary attack. Regularly changing your password can render a rainbow table useless. And being vigilant about the Wi-Fi networks you connect to can protect you from evil twin attacks. Remember, knowledge is power. The more we understand about these hacking techniques, the better equipped we are to protect ourselves. Stay tuned for more insights into the intriguing world of cybersecurity. The techniques we've discussed so far are just the tip of the iceberg. Let's delve deeper into the world of password cracking, shall we? Another popular technique is the hybrid attack. This method combines the brute force and dictionary attacks. Hackers use a dictionary of common passwords, but also add in numerical and symbol variations. This approach is particularly effective as many users try to strengthen their passwords by simply appending numbers or symbols to common words. Then, there's the side channel attack. A little more sophisticated, this method relies on information gained from the physical implementation of a computer system. Hackers might use electromagnetic leaks, power consumption, acoustic signals, or even thermal emissions to extract bits of information that indirectly lead to the password. The deauthentication attack is another tool in a hacker's arsenal. In this method, a hacker forces a user off a Wi-Fi network and then captures the reconnection handshake, which often includes the hashed version of the password. With this hash, they can then attempt to crack the password offline. The key reinstallation attack, or crack, targets the WPA2 protocol itself. It tricks the victim into reinstalling an already in use key, which can then be exploited to decrypt and forge packets. This technique was discovered in 2017 and led to a significant shakeup in Wi-Fi security. Finally, we have the phishing attack. This method involves creating a fake login page that mimics the real one. When a user attempts to connect to the network and enters their password, the hacker captures it. This technique is often seen in public Wi-Fi scenarios where users are eager to connect and may not notice the phony login page. As you can see, hackers have a lot of tools at their disposal. But remember, understanding these techniques is the first step in protecting yourself and your Wi-Fi network. Stick around for the next segment, where we'll discuss the tools used by hackers and how you can use them to fortify your own Wi-Fi security. But what tools do hackers use to implement these techniques, you may ask? Well, let's delve into the hacker's toolbox, shall we? The first tool on our list is AirCrackUng. This is a suite of software that can monitor, attack, and crack Wi-Fi networks. It's capable of capturing and analyzing Wi-Fi traffic, which hackers use to identify weak points in a network. One of its key features is the ability to crack WEP and WPA/WPA2 keys. But remember, AirCrackUng is not a magic wand. It requires a deep understanding of network protocols and cryptography to use effectively. Next up is Hashcat, often dubbed the world's fastest password recovery tool. This powerful software supports a variety of attack modes, including brute force and dictionary attacks. It's capable of cracking encrypted password hashes, a common method for storing passwords. However, its power also lies in its complexity. It's not a simple point-and-click tool. To harness its power, one needs a solid grounding in password security and hash algorithms. Then we have Wireshark, a popular network protocol analyzer. It allows hackers to examine data from a live network or from a capture file on disk. They can see all the data flowing over the network, which can help identify vulnerabilities and weak points. But it's not just for hackers. Wireshark is also a valuable tool for network administrators looking to secure their systems. Finally, we have the Evil Twin framework. This tool allows hackers to create a rogue Wi-Fi network that mimics a legitimate one. Unsuspecting users connect to the rogue network, and their login credentials are captured. It's a powerful tool for phishing attacks. But again, it requires a good understanding of network security and user behavior to use effectively. These tools, while powerful, require knowledge and skill to use effectively. They aren't toys, and they aren't for the faint of heart. But by understanding how they work, we can better defend against the threats they pose. Remember, in the world of cybersecurity, knowledge is your best defense. So how can you secure your Wi-Fi against these attacks? Let's delve into some of the best practices you can employ to fortify your network. Firstly, let's talk about passwords. Strong passwords are your first line of defense. Make sure your Wi-Fi password is unique and complex, combining uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. Avoid using common phrases or dictionary words, as these can be easily guessed or discovered through a dictionary attack. Remember, the stronger your password, the harder it is for a hacker to crack it. Next, consider upgrading your router to WPA3 encryption if it's not already. WPA3 is the latest and most secure wireless network encryption standard. It provides enhanced security features that make it harder for hackers to crack your password. If your router doesn't support WPA3 yet, ensure you're at least using WPA2. MAC filtering is another useful security measure. Every device that connects to your Wi-Fi network has a unique identifier known as a MAC address. By enabling MAC filtering on your router, you can restrict access to your Wi-Fi network to only devices whose MAC addresses you've approved. This can prevent unauthorized devices from connecting to your network, even if they have your password. Last but certainly not least, it's crucial to keep your router's firmware up to date. Manufacturers often release firmware updates to fix security vulnerabilities that hackers could exploit. By regularly updating your firmware, you're ensuring that your router has the latest security enhancements and bug fixes. In a nutshell, protecting your Wi-Fi isn't just about having a strong password. It's also about keeping your router's firmware updated, using the latest encryption standard, and controlling which devices can connect to your network. By implementing these measures, you're taking a big step in securing your Wi-Fi network. With these measures in place, your Wi-Fi is far less likely to be hacked. So keep your network secure and stay one step ahead of the hackers. Before we wrap up, a huge shout out to our channel, Cyberworld YT. If you found this journey through the labyrinth of Wi-Fi hacking intriguing, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community of cyber warriors. We've explored the importance of Wi-Fi security, delved into the techniques used by hackers to crack passwords, and familiarized ourselves with their tools of choice. But most importantly, we've discussed how to protect your Wi-Fi network and keep your data safe. Remember, the best defense is a good offense. By understanding how hackers operate, you can better fortify your network against their attacks. Use strong, unique passwords, keep your router's firmware updated, and consider upgrading to WPA3 encryption. Remember, knowledge is power. Stay informed, secure your Wi-Fi, and keep learning.